So I recently shared this picture right here on my Instagram and my social platforms, and a lot of questions started coming in on pretty much how I've been able to do that. So in this video, I am going to be pretty much breaking down some of the more common questions that I kept getting from my diet protocol to the type of workouts that I was doing and kind of just like my lifestyle as an entrepreneur. So for those of you guys that don't know, I am a dad of 4. So I have a daughter, she is 4 years old, and I have my triplet boys who are about to be 2. And so my life gets hectic. So if you're keeping score, that's 4 kids, pretty much 4 under 4, at least at the time of this video, right? So one of the main questions that was coming in was, how do you find time to work out as an entrepreneur, that you're running a business, you have an entire team that you're overlooking, and you are also a parent? And it's just one of those things where you just have to squeeze in the time that you can. But I wanted to give you something practical. I don't just want to say, just find the time, make time. No, I wanted to give you something practical. So I've been working out for the most part since I was 22, 23 years old. So I played collegiate ball. And then after I played collegiate ball, that's when I just went all in on lifting weights. And so I've, since the age of 23, 24, I've been able to squat 400 pounds, been able to bench 315, not the craziest numbers, but I have been a lifetime natural athlete. The reason why I say that is because like that discipline has been instilled in me, but I also remember what it was like to be in the gym 2, 3, 4 hours. Like that was it. It was literally college, part-time job, weights, college, part-time job, weights. And that's just not attainable, at least where I'm at right now in my life and in my business, especially with my family and what we're building. So I've transitioned recently into 30 to 45 minute workouts. I've been recently getting into Mike Mentzer's high intensity type of training. And so pretty much what that is, it's you're doing 1 to 2 sets to failure. I've kind of altered it a little bit, which maybe isn't the complete Mike Mentzer method, which is totally fine because it fits my lifestyle. And that's, I'll pick about 4 to 5 workouts, if that, and then I'll hit each workout twice. So that's 8 to 12 reps. So pretty much up to failure is what I'm doing right now. So if I'm doing a back workout, I'm picking 4 workouts for a total of 8 to 10 working sets. So the way that breaks down is do barbell rows, lat pull downs, lat rows, and then I'll also do maybe like deadlifts. And that'll be it for the workout. At first I was kind of skeptical because I was used to the volume that I would put in, again, working out 1.5, 2 hours. But especially now that I have my home gym, it's no distractions. And so you'd be surprised, especially when you set a timer, how fast you can go through a workout, hit muscle to fatigue, and then get out the gym. So that's like the first piece that I've really changed in my, I'd say, workout protocol. The second thing that I've also been working on is my cardio. 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes max. I'll either hit the Rogue bike, 20, 25 minutes. I'll keep my heart rate at about 135. Or I'll just hit the treadmill, which is behind me to like my left over here. I'll hit the treadmill. I think I heard Chris Bumstead said in one of his videos, when he's in off season, he'll do 15, 20 minutes of cardio. Obviously, when he's in season, he picks it up. For me personally, look, dude, I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm not a freaking fitness expert. I'm just a guy who's trying to get into some better shape so that he's able to carry his body weight around and he just feels better about his day to day. That's all I'm looking to do. And so the picture that you saw at the beginning of the video of my before and after, which it's still in work in progress, believe me, like to my standard, I'm nowhere where I want to be, nowhere near it. That's about a 6-pound difference. So a lot of you guys were saying, man, that is super encouraging because I've been looking at the scale and I haven't necessarily seen a difference. And I'm here to tell you that, body recomposition, which is a term constantly thrown around in the fitness space, that's a real thing. One of the times that was proven to me was when I went from 240, back when I was 21, 22, I went from 240 off of a bulk. I went down to about 205. From 210 to 205, like the scale wouldn't move, but I would see pictures and I would see let's say my left abdominals started showing a little bit more. Oh, I saw a little bit more of my bicep veins. Or man, I went from 10 pull-ups to 15 pull-ups. Oh man, my squat went from 315 to 400, even though I was on a cut. And so it's not always about what the scale says, which is pretty cool. Now, I think it was the second or third most common question that I got was, what was your diet like? Were you on keto? Were you only eating fats? Were you only eating beef? Look, I'm gonna keep it super simple for you. If you're going to follow a diet, unless you're like a pro bodybuilder or unless you're looking for just take this thing to an optimal level, this doesn't apply to you, right? This is going to be for those of us that are super busy. We just want to get into some pretty good shape so that we look better than 99% of the people that are out there, if I'm just being honest with you, when we walk into a meeting and you just kind of stand out in a room. And that's this. You're going to take a look at your body weight. So we'll use the example of, let's say, 200 pounds. And then you can multiply that between 10 to 12. So we'll use 10 just to keep a basic example. So if I multiply that, let's say by 10, and I'm 200 pounds, you're looking at it right around 2,300 calories, give or take, just for maintenance. Again, depending on the calculator, depending on your age, how much activity you're doing, I get it. Again, back of the napkin math, 22 to 2,500 calories, and then you'll just subtract 300 to 500 calories from that if you're on a cut. You'll add 300 to 500 calories on a surplus if you're looking to bulk. For me, I think that my number was, I was right around 268, 270 when I started. So for me, it was like 2,800 calories. I was eating at 2,400, which is right around where I'm still eating at now. Here's my main thing. I want it to be sustainable. And so I keep my diet just elementary. I'm hitting 2,300 calories a day. I'm hitting 200 grams of protein a day. Now, the other side of that is a gram per pound, you can do 0.75 per pound. So again, if I'm at 260 and I just wanted to go 0.75, that puts me right around 210. Another calculation that you can use, not to get too lost into the nitty gritty, is if you have a body scan and if you know what your body fat percentage is, you can go off of fat-free mass. And so I actually did an in-body scan and my fat-free mass was right around 193. And so if I'm eating a pound or if I'm eating a gram per fat-free mass, that puts me right around 193 to 195. So I just round up to 200. I haven't seen a loss in energy. I haven't seen loss in strength, and I just haven't really seen loss in performance at all. Again, my goal, which I put it out there on my channels, was I want to go from 266, which is where I was the time of the picture, 260. I want to see what 225 looks on this frame. I haven't been 225 since I was about, I don't think I've been 225 since I was getting married. So I'd say 25, 26 years old. So I'm actually excited to see what that's going to look like. So that's essentially it. For those of you guys that are wondering, no, I had somebody comment saying, is that Bella Solo or Bella Sano, whatever you call it, body sculpting? Look, no shame to you if you're doing body sculpting. We're not doing body sculpting around here. Somebody asked me if I'm on TRT. Not on TRT, so don't have anything against TRT or any enhancements. I absolutely love the bodybuilding world, but I'm not on TRT. Wouldn't say yes or no if I would jump on it, but as of right now, I'm still producing enough testosterone to where I don't need it. So we're gonna keep riding that train until eventually we'll maybe get a medical clearance and have a doctor say, you know what, dude, I think it's time for some TRT. And at that point, I'll maybe make a judgment call on maybe jumping on it, who knows. But other than that, that's essentially what we're doing. If you haven't checked out the other video that we did on pretty much when we set up our home gym, how much went into it, go ahead and check that out. We'll probably link that somewhere here, somewhere down here. Go ahead and check that out. I think you're going to enjoy that video. But other than that, that's essentially it for us. I will see you in the next video.